Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja. Today, we're diving into the world of English grammar, focusing on the present simple tense. This tense is crucial in everyday English, making it one of the first concepts students learn. We will explore how to form sentences in the present simple, its various uses, and some common mistakes to avoid. Whether you're just starting your English learning journey or brushing up on your skills, you'll find plenty of helpful tips in this episode. Let's start with the structure of the present simple tense. It's quite straightforward, making it perfect for beginners. An affirmative sentence, for example, follows the pattern, subject plus base verb. But there are some rules to keep in mind, especially with the third-person singular forms. So for he, she, or it, we add s or es to the verb. For example, we say I walk to school every day, but for a third-person subject, like she, we say she walks to school every day. Isn't it interesting how just a tiny change can make a big difference in meaning? Now, let's look at negative sentences. In order to form them, we use do or does followed by not, and then the base verb. So, you would say, I do not watch TV in the morning. But for a third-person subject, it changes slightly, he does not like coffee. Note how does takes over for do in those instances. Questions follow a similar structure. For yes or no questions, we begin with do or does, followed by the subject and then the base verb. Do you like pizza, or does she work at the hospital? Now, why do we use the present simple tense? There are several key areas where it shines. First, it describes habitual actions, things we do on a regular basis. For instance, I brush my teeth twice a day. Another situation for using it is to state universal truths. These are facts that everyone accepts as true, such as the sun rises in the east. The present simple is also useful for discussing schedules or timetables for future events. For example, the train leaves at 6 p.m. Speaking of time, let's mention the time expressions we often use with the present simple tense. Words like always, usually, sometimes, and never give us context about how often something occurs. So, you might say, I always drink coffee in the morning. Now, let's focus on how we form the third-person singular to ensure we get it right. As mentioned earlier, for he, she, or it, we add s or es or change y to ies if necessary. For example, he runs every morning or she does her homework on time. You'll find that the simplicity comes with a few pitfalls. Many learners forget to add the s or es for third-person singular forms. For instance, saying, she walked to school, is a common mistake, it should be, she walks to school. Similarly, using the ing form incorrectly can confuse the listener. Instead of he watching TV, we must say he watches TV. Additionally, mixing up auxiliary verbs can lead to errors in questions and negatives. Instead of, does she likes chocolate, we should say, does she like chocolate? The good news is that with practice, these mistakes can be avoided. Speaking of practice, here are some tips to help you master the present simple tense. First, make it a habit to use it in your daily conversations. Talk about your routines or facts, reinforcing your knowledge. Secondly, familiarize yourself with stative verbs. These are verbs that describe states rather than actions, like know or believe. Pay especially close attention to the third-person singular rules to avoid common mistakes. Finally, practice forming questions and negatives to become comfortable with more complex sentence structures. Now, let's wrap things up with some engaging exercises. For instance, you can fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb. Consider sentences like, she ____ go to school every day. Or, change statements into the negative form, like he reads a book every evening. Use the present simple to write about your daily routine. It can be a great way to solidify your understanding. To summarize, the present simple tense plays a vital role in English communication. It helps you express habits, universal truths, schedules, conditions, and even directions. By understanding its structure and function, you can avoid common pitfalls and speak more confidently. Practice regularly, focus on the third-person singular, and don't forget those important time expressions. This foundation will carry you far in your journey to mastering English. Thank you for joining us today on Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope you've gained insights into the present simple tense and are excited to practice it. Remember, language learning is a journey, and every step counts. Tune in next time for more engaging content that will make learning English both fun and effective. Happy learning!